get it done. Good morning, Carlotta. There you are. Good morning. D. Anderson, that's not very far away, 10 days. If you think about it, that's only 10 days. Like, it's only 10 days. That's like not very far from now. It's only 10 days. Hi, everybody. Hello. Look over the top of Detroit. Hello. Top of Detroit. Hello out there, everybody. Hi. Peace from the window in Detroit. Good morning. Got a couple of things to share with you guys this morning. Give me about 2 more minutes of saying hello to you each others, and then I'm gonna show you guys a couple of things. We're still been working on the arrival. Pop's actual, we're still considering the different possible ways to arrive at Mushfest. It's very important that Pops makes a grand entrance. Grando entranzo. Okay, I'm gonna make a grand entrance. Hags, I can't wait to see you. Fishing. D. Anderson wants to ride in on a giraffe. Might have to stop at the old, the Wienermobile. Not bad. Problem is, we'd have to park it out front for 3 days. Everyone in St. Clair would stop by to get a hot dog. A little bit of exposure there. I don't know. Hags, get on the back of the boat. That's where all the fish are. Billy D says, just a limo. Drive my car up there and then hire a limo about a block away. And then just have a limo drive me like the last block. That's a good idea. That's a pretty good idea. I kind of like that idea. You guys might like this idea too, though. What if I came in on that? Here he is. Yep. Pop cycle. What do you think? What do you guys think? Come on, man. This is not a popsicle, it's a pop cycle. Yeah, my e-bike's badass too, by the way. We're gonna go to the Detroit mile this year on that. Here it comes. Penny's scared of it. Penny, you're not a guy. We don't expect you to ride it. How's that? What's the other one? Here's another way in. Wait. Here's another possibility. Should we just bring the Tesla truck? Should we just bring the Tesla truck? I don't know about you guys, but I'm not in love with that. It's probably not my favorite looking vehicle. Do we bring the Tesla truck? You guys aren't helping me out here at all. It's hideous, right, Satter? It's probably fun as hell to drive, but it is not a very pretty looking book. It's just stylistically speaking. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm down with the Tesla truck. Ray, I'm kind of with Ray. It's a dumpster truck, Nerdy said. Did they go a little out of control on this one? You don't hate it, Billy D. You want to ride in it, just to say. But what the heck is this thing? Can't imagine how much electricity it takes to run it. How about this one? What if I showed up in that? What if I show up in that? There isn't too many people who say I can't park in their driveway. I think I'm going to get allowed to park in the driveway. Am I right? So I'm still considering, I still haven't figured out, no, it's not, but I'm still trying to figure out what's the best way for me to arrive. Okay? Imagine how much polishing it takes to keep this thing nice. God, it's cool though. It is. I'm going to show you guys some more later in the week. Different pop machines. We've got to arrive in style. Okay? We got to arrive in style. So we're going to look at one more option. How about this one? This one's really high on my personal list. At the very end, you see Sandman arrives with me. Wait for it. Now, you guys know Pops actually belongs in that. Here comes Sandman behind me. Boom. One more time. What do you think? That'd be a reasonable arrival vehicle. Now Penny packs in. Check out Sandman. He's coming in behind me. Option 3. Weed whacker. It's a flying weed whacker. I kind of like it. Good morning. Later this week, we'll put together all of the options. So far, we had the jetpack, if you remember. Then we had the flying suitcase. Now we've got the hovering weed whacker. So, and then there's still the mushmobile. We still have to figure out which one we're putting Mushy in. I'll give you one more example of one that I was sincerely considering for Mushy. You guys want to see the mushmobile? We did a mushmobile last week, but this may be a more appropriate mushmobile. Are you guys ready for this? Someone tell me they're ready to see the mushmobile. And then we'll move on. We'll have the rest of our morning to ourselves. Okay? Free and carrier flying in, I heard. You're right. Mushmobile? Who's ready for the mushmobile? Okay, let's do mushmobiles. All right.
Yo, check this out. Yo, check this out.
Yo, check this out. Mushy.
Yo, check this out.
Yo, check this out. Okay. Oh, I love my mush. I love me some mushy. How about that one? That is clever. That's what I expect from mushy. Wait till you see what Big Al's bringing. I haven't shown you guys yet. Wait till you see what Big Al's bringing. Okay? Big Al always brings a tent, sets up this whole space center and stuff. Okay? Right, Jackie, isn't he? Shh. He has some nice things to say about you. I'm not talking about it right now.
Space Center.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Big Al brings a space center every time, sets it all up, flying saucer rooms and black lights and posters. He puts up posters. Who brings velvet Elvis posters to Mushfest? Big Al. What's Elvis doing here? Big Al brought him. He's on velvet. Good morning. Brock's out there making capsules. Thousands and thousands and thousands of capsules, and we ship a lot of them away to veterans groups, and we're working with a group that's helping people in Hawaii still recovering from the fire. We live so week to week, we forget about how soon some of these disasters were. I mean, how just recent some of these disasters were, and their needs don't go away just because it left that news left CNN. You know what I'm talking about? It takes years and years of healing. Every single dispensary, everything that you could imagine on that area of Hawaii was torched and gone. Yeah. No, Mushy, don't worry. No, we stopped doing the don't worry about the games thing. Penny, it's so important to me at this point in my life to find ways to give. It's just so important, and it's just keeping me. It's just keeping me. So that's what we forget. That's all I'm trying to say. And it's pick a place that you can plant your heart and give to it, especially of your excess. Thank you. Listen, I'm going to do a one-time thing. I don't usually do this. There's 87 people here. There's 36 likes. Let's get it up to 50 likes. The reason we do likes is it helps the algorithm show more people. We're well over a million, well over. We're killing it on the views, you guys. And more countries across the United States are seeing us now. So it's keep doing what we're doing, please. Get me up. I'm at 39. Get me to 50. 11 more people hit their button. A like button thingy thing. If you can just hit a like button, I'm going to do a favor. Something I don't usually do. Okay? I'm going to do a favor. We're at 45. Give 5 more people. 5 more people, and I'm going to pop a favor. I don't usually do this. These 3 boxes, 3 more people. These 3 boxes were not claimed from last week. They were people that won last week, maybe even the week before. And I haven't heard from them. I'm going to give you today to reclaim them. So as of last Friday, so I didn't hear from you Friday, I didn't hear from you Saturday, I didn't hear from you Sunday, I didn't hear from you Monday. Today's Tuesday. If you're not here, I'm sorry. We want these to get out to people. So we've had some people that haven't had an opportunity to claim these. Let's give you one more shot at it. Okay? I hope you're here to hear me. And we just hit 50. There was a DTK fella last week. Donald Trump King guy. Your box is waiting for you for the rest of today. Okay? Marissa from last week. Maybe even the week before. Marissa, I forgot your last name. But Marissa, I have a box sitting here for you. And then on Friday, there was a Brock's, excuse me, it was just yesterday. Excuse me, it was yesterday. The gentleman, the person that won yesterday, that won the Pearl Box. The person that won the Pearl Box yesterday, we haven't heard from you. I seem like a new person. Brock could only remember the name User. Mr. User, would you please get a hold of us? And we'd like to get this out to you today. I'm not sure if you're here. It was a one-time deal. If you're shy, here's all you have to do. Write to the DetroitMushLab.net. It's a site. Some people haven't been able to access it from their Google search. Go to a different search, Bing or somebody else. Google has us a little limited because we don't pay their big fees. So DetroitMushLab.net, you go to the website, scroll to the bottom, there's an email address way. You just boop onto that, and it's going to contact me via email. Put in your address to me there. Okay? So we'll get these 3 out today. Look at Corey D got his Pearl Box yesterday. Corey, tell us how much you liked it. Corey's was the first one to go out, so if the mail's just now getting there. Corey, how great was that box? Thank you, Shane. Corey, how great was that box? It was a really good one. Okay? So we'll have a couple more things to give away here today. Hang in there. And please send us your address if you're going to play and you're going to want to get something from us, we got to get your address right away. What did Corey say? He goes, it's loved it. It was missing the card. I forgot to put the card in there. But I'm not complaining. Corey, I'm sorry about that. I think you're right, though. I think I remember later on finding a random card and forgetting which box it was in. So I'm sorry about that. Next time you ever win something, I don't know if I'll remember. You're right, though, because I found a random card that I'd forgotten to put in when I repackaged. So we stopped doing that. We were not going to make that mistake again. Do you guys like history? Do you guys like history? I love history. You know that, right? I'm always being Mr. History here. History of this, history of... We did history of scalpels 3 weeks ago. Who does history of scalpels? You know what's funny about history is there's so much of it that's not true. There's so much of history that we've heard stories, and it's filtered down and bubbled down to us or up to us, whichever way. And it's often not true. What do you guys know about Paul Revere? What do you remember about Paul Revere? DeYang, you can ask me a question, but you know what's best is if you write to me. If you write to me at the Detroit Mush Lab, we would really appreciate that. And then we'll answer any questions you have over there. The DetroitMushLab.net. Paul Revere, was he a silversmith? Did he ride through town? The redcoats are coming. One if by land, 17 if by sea. Did he make silver items? That'd be a neat job. How about being a silversmith? How about taking silver, molten silver, and creating plates and platters and forks and spoons? And there's a museum, I'm sure plenty of them, with some of Paul Revere's silversmith work. He was very good at it. He was very, very good with his silversmith skills. There's a story about him riding through town saying the British are coming. The British are coming. Did that story ever happen? Did it really happen? I know you were in grade 3 the first time you heard about it, and you've been told every year since. Did it really happen? SSW's thinking, oh, Pops has got a twist up his sleeve. No, it didn't. It didn't happen? How about this one? Paul Revere rode through the night to warn the colonists that the British are coming. Historical myth. What really happened is that Revere rode in silence to warn the army patrols while he told key people in the town. He also used the warning, the regulars are coming, as opposed to the British. He didn't use the word the British because there were still so many people that were loyal to the crown. So the regulars were the British Army. He did not ride through town screaming the British are coming and all the lights go on in town and everybody. He did not do that. Higgs, doesn't that make so much more sense? You go tell the people that need to know. You go tell the mayor, you tell the councilman, you tell the alderman, you tell the people that signed the Declaration of Independence, you tell the army outposts. You don't need the whole town going crazy yet. Come on, man. Why are they teaching us this stuff the way they do? Wild West. The Wild West was crazy. You know how lawless it was in the Wild West? The Wild West was there was OC, what they call OC, or OTC, off the chain. Every time you turn around, somebody was getting shot. Poker games going wild. Sheriffs dying. Banks being robbed left and right. There was no law. We watch a lot of Westerns today. How about this? Here's the myth. The Wild West was extremely violent. This myth is wildly exaggerated. For example, bank robberies only took place on the frontier 12 times from 1859 to 1900. 12 bank robberies in 61 years. No, 41 years. They didn't mention trains. The average number of murder for a frontier town was 1.5 people per year. No eggs. 12 the whole time. That's how overblown they've made the whole violence on the western frontier. Nowhere nearly as violent as the dime novels, and the people on the East Coast wanted to make it seem. Isn't that insane? You know who ended the World War II? Thank God for the United States. Thank God the United States got in World War II because of us. Germany knocked it off. Jolie was much tamer than they portrayed in movies. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that? It's funny because we watch these, one Western and 42 people die. It didn't work like that. The OK Corral is so famous because there was one real big shootout. Okay? The United States, thank goodness for the United States getting in the war. If it weren't for the United States, man, Germany would have wiped everybody out. It was actually the USSR that brought about the end. As Hitler began an invasion of USSR in 1941, and they lost over 80% of the German force as they attacked Russia. Russia was actually the group that conquered Berlin. We just got the little western slice. Russia, at the end of the day, kicked Germans' ass. Did I say that? You guys have heard this one 100 times. I have. Slaves built the pyramid. Slaves. Generally, they would use the Hebrew slaves, right? They'd conquer nations, and then that whole group would have to be like doing all the work. Typically, Jewish slaves built the pyramids and said a lot. I don't want to get into Jewish stuff right now. But there's huge history of that story. Michael Allen knows all about it. Recent archaeological finds show that Egyptians built the pyramids by themselves. The pharaohs had only the finest craftsmen work on the pyramids because of the importance they held for them. We're not going to have the slaves do that. Slaves just feed us and stuff, change our clothes. The finest craftsmen will work on the pyramid. You understand? Pretty crazy. Beer built the pyramid. There was a whole lot of beer being drank back then, right, Cadzilla? You're absolutely right about that. Fermented stuff. They weren't able to refrigerate, so they fermented. Was Cleopatra an Egyptian? You know, she always has that eye makeup. She has amazing eye makeup, just like Morticia. How do they do that? Cat eye. They put on all this cat eye stuff, right? And they walk around, walk like an Egyptian. You guys are smarter than most here today. You guys are all over it. Cleopatra was an Egyptian. No, she wasn't. Cleopatra belonged to the Ptolemaic dynasty, a family of Greek origin that ruled Egypt after Alexander the Great. She was Greek. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. You guys want to do a couple more? Let's do a couple more. Sharks are never full. Sharks constantly swim and constantly eat. Oh, she definitely wore the makeup, Niffer. Sharks are never full. Sharks actually only eat, on average, About one seal pup every 3 days. That's a lot of seal pups still. Like, how do the seals survive? Every third day. You get 2 more days to play, and then here they come. I didn't know that. I thought sharks ate a lot. I mean, that's still a lot. That's a whole seal pup. Like, that's a lot of pup. That's a whole lot of pup. I'm going to do 2 more. These are interesting ones. Remember Wall Street? Remember the Great Depression? Remember, what was it? Black Friday, was it? What was it? October something in 1929. When Wall Street crashed. And all those guys started jumping off buildings. All the people that had lost their millions. Jumping off buildings, jumping off bridges. Out windows. Wall Street was littered. The street littered with suicide bodies. Guys that had just given up. They'd lost everything. If you drove down Wall Street, you'd have to have been like dodging bodies that had jumped. You guys remember about that? A lot of drama, Queenie. Wall Street traders jumped to their deaths during the market crash of 1929. Incredibly false. Between Black Thursday and the end of the month, we're getting almost a couple of weeks. Only 4 suicides were linked to the Great Depression. And only 2 of them happened on Wall Street. That's still a lot, though. Like, oh, geez, here he comes, boom. Here comes boom. Okay? You're jumping because you lost some bucks? I think you might have been up to no good. You might have been up. That's when the market takes a dive, CCS says. I didn't know that. I didn't. I thought more people jumped or killed themselves. 4. They could actually link 4. Not much. Yeah, Cleaning, that's exactly right. They were avoiding prison. They were up to something, right? Or they had taken someone else's money, the mob, and invested it, and they're like, oh, geez. They're going to come. Like, the collector's coming. Okay? I'm going to do one more. This one is almost like, can someone do an icon real quick? Do an icon with the brain blowing off. Send one of those before you even hear this one. Okay? Send me one of those. Come on, give me there it is. There it is. The brain blow off one. Okay? Wait, you guys are blowing your brain off. Wait till you hear it. Okay? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was a male. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was actually a female. How do we know? Because it had antlers. Male reindeer lose their antlers in the winter. It's almost like finding out Santa Claus wasn't real. Santa Claus not real. That was big. But this one? Wait a minute. So Rudolph Arena, Rudolpha. Santa isn't real. How do you like that? How did that get bad with eggs? Oh, well, how'd that get past the fact checker? Rudy, Tooty, Pooty, Woody. What's going on, Rudy? I'm not gonna. Oh, that's a testament. Okay, I'm not gonna tell anymore. I'm not telling anymore. That's enough for today. Were those good myth facts, myth checks today? How'd that get past the fact checker? How was that, you guys? Queen, thank you. How was that? Will someone please tell me those were good today? We saved them up for you. We did that. No, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. This isn't gonna be, oh, I know what kind of giveaway. I know what we're gonna do today. Let's do those are great facts. We're learning history here. Like, relearning. Paul Revere rode, so here's a myth that we're never going to believe. Paul Revere rode a female reindeer through town named Rudolph and Rudolph and Paul were looking for seal pups. There's a lot of ways we can look at this. Okay? Okay. Let's do scale game. Let's do a scale game. All right? We ready? I know you are. Watch this. Whoever comes closest without going over. We're going to do it without going over. I hate that. But we're going to do it without going over. That way you bring your expectations to reality. Okay? I'm starting the world straight, one rando facto at a time. Yeah, one mytho busto at a time. 2. Look at this guy. We have the most beautiful ghost fruit that's been coming up. They've had an amazing harvest. Look at this guy. He is so ugly, he's beautiful. That's supposed to be the cap. That's supposed to be the cap. Look at this little monster. I'm not paying attention to any numbers right now. No numbers. I didn't ask you guys to do anything yet. So I'm not paying attention to any numbers. They won't count. They'll count right after I say go. Look at this guy. Okay? Look at this guy. So we're going to turn this. Now, go. How much does this little guy weigh? Closest without going over. Closest without going over. Keep going. Only answer once, too. Only answer once, please. Only answer once. Let's everybody get a chance. Answering 3 or 4 times won't be very fair. Only answer once. I have one person that's within 3/10 of being correct. 3/10 close. Can anybody get closer than 3/10? I have one person. Only answer once, please. I'm watching, I can see. Okay? I know, Kim, but you only get to answer once. That way everybody gets a chance. I have one person so far that's within 3. There's 112 people here, so I'm going to give it a little bit longer for the answer. Remember, I can only ship inside the United States if you win. I can only ship inside the United States. Okay? Julius, my heart is pounding. I can't take it another second. I'm going to tell you guys who won. Oh, no. Somebody else is sneaking in. Okay. Now we're getting closer. Now we're getting closer. You're not going to get closer than this. We're just calling it right now. The first 6.1. We're not going to get closer than 6.1. 6.18. That would have been a 6 point. Well, if you'd have said 6.2, you would have been too high. You're not going to get closer than a 6.1. That happens to be Charlie Ray Merritt. Charlie Ray Merritt. Charlie Ray, congratulations. It's almost a quarter of an ounce in one Fruity McTrudy. Okay? So Charlie Ray, I'll need your address. I know, Billy D, it was you until then. Billy D was sitting at 5.8 and had his fingers crossed. And the next thing you know, Charlie slips in there with a Charlie Ray Merritt. The DetroitMushLab.net. Scroll to the bottom, Charlie. I think I've gotten your address once before, so you know how to get a hold of me. But you still have to send us your address. That's what starts the order going. Okay? Charlie Ray Merritt just won that one. You know what I'm going to do right now? I haven't seen DTK, who won a box here on Friday. I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's going to be back around. We're gonna move that box right now. It was the Pearl box. Hi, Romania. Hello, Romania. Alex in Romania. We're going to give away that Friday box. Is DTK here? We'll give him 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. I'm afraid he may not come back because I made fun of the name. I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't making fun of it. It was just, it's hard for me to say it. I don't want that guy to be our king. I don't want anybody to be our king. Okay? Thank you, Julius. I don't want anyone to be our king. Good morning to Romania. You guys ready? Let's give me a number between 1 and 50. Go. This is to give away a box that wasn't picked up from Friday. He was being a good sport, Tree Stump. I agree. Let's give this box away. Give me a number between 1 and 50. You can do up to 3 at one time on your line. First person to see, I see that has this number that has not won a box already. If you've already won a box, you know who you are. I won't be sending it to you. Okay? We've written down if you've won a Pearl box. If you've won a Pearl box, I've already got 4 people now that have won Pearl boxes. Okay? We're still trying to give this one away. Shane the Meek. Shane just won. Shane said 40. The answer was number 40. Shane, you, my friend, are absolutely correct. I'm making a mistake, though. Let me clarify it. I said this was the box from DTK. It's not. It's not. Excuse me. The box that we're sending out to you was from yesterday when a gentleman by the name of User Something won yesterday with Brock, but we haven't heard from him. So we're giving that box away right now because that was that was Pearl box. The DTK box has something else in it. So User, Mr. User, if you find us and you hear this and you replay this and you can find me, send me an email and we'll figure something out for you. Okay, Mr. User, send me an email if you visit us again and you come back and or you replay this later today or something. Send me an email and we'll figure that out. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to be writing down that Shane won this box. We're keeping track of all the people that have won a box from Pearl, and those people will only be able to win one time. Okay? So we're just keeping track of it that way. Let's, because I'm feeling like it, I have FAE. I really do want to talk about FAE, Fresh Air Exchange, because we need to start talking about some more mycology. People are like, isn't this a mycology channel? Yeah. But you know what it is more than that? Laugh, learn, and love. And then if we can catch some mycology in between, if not, you can always write to me at the site and we'll take care of you or answer all the questions we possibly can. Okay? Let's do that. Let's give away that DTK box from last week. I don't even remember what's in it, but let's look at it real quick, okay? Oh, yeah. This is that monster. This is that monster. Oh, no. Wait. We're going to... Don't put a number down. Don't put a number down yet. Let's see. Hold everything. Hold everything. Okay. No mixed up pop today. You guys ready for this one? Don't answer yet. Don't put a number down yet, please, because I don't know. I haven't even put it on the scale to weigh it. So if you say it, I won't even know if you're right or wrong. That's the bottom of it. That's the body. Betty, I know. Queenie, this is a mushroom. A rather large mushroom. If you've won in the last couple of days, I'm not going to send it to you. I'm not going to send it to you. If you've won since like the last 2 or 3 days, I'm not going to send this to you. But if you haven't won in the last 2 or 3 days, go ahead. It looks like an ottoman. If you haven't won in the last 2 or 3 days, go ahead and guess the weight. First closest without going over. Go. You can only guess one time. You can only guess one time. First closest without going over. Okay? Who's the first closest without going over? You can only guess one time. And then, I think it's basically, we're done. We just guessed it. She just got it, nailed it right on top. Nailed it. Nailed it. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Nailed it. Nipper Mama. Nipper Mama. 6.6. And then we added an extra 6 just for, oh, that was a 4. Okay. 6.6. Nipper Mama. Caw-caw. 6.6. Very close to, thank goodness we didn't have anything a little extra at the end of that with an extra 6.6 repeating. Nipper Mama. Yes, Queenie, you can, but you got to be careful because they'll take you places. Nipper Mama, please send me your address. And she's asking, can she give it away? You absolutely can. Figure out a game, do whatever you want. Yes, of course, Nipper Mama. You can give it away. Or you can keep it. It's up to you. Can she give it to a never winner before? So never winner befores. Those are people that have been at are watching T, even if it's your first day, and you're in the United States, and you've never won before. Go ahead, Niffy. Go ahead, Niffy. Niffy's going to figure it out. Niffy will figure out how to give that guy away. Okay? Niffy, we got a whole bunch of never winner beforers here. It's up to you. So Niffy, you decide. And you're going to, gosh, that's really sweet of you. Okay? There's a ton of them out there, Niffy. Good luck. Okay? Good luck now. All right. So let's while Niffy works on that, she'll get back to me. Later, right before we leave, we're going to give away one more pearl box, today's pearl box. Okay? So right before we leave today, we're going to give away today's pearl box. They're blessing the heck out of you, Niff. They're like, hi, Niffy. Hello. Okay, Niffy, you asked for it, you got it. Okay, Shane, it won't matter because I can't send it to you. You just won a really big box of stuff. It won't matter. No, we'll show what's in the box. I promise. Okay, but nobody's gonna be what's the word? Greedy here. No one gets to be greedy. If you've won a prize recently and I know it, I'll probably not send it to you and we'll find someone else. We're trying to spread it on. There's 94 people here. Okay? There were 107 like 3 minutes ago. Let's do our reading for the morning. Let's do our reading. Okay? Seeing through another's eyes. Shane, wait a little bit later when you see me open up today's box, it'll be the same as yesterday's. Okay? So we'll show you later when we show today's. Promise. Seeing through another's eyes. So I know you guys are paying attention to the new Never Winner Befores with Niffy right now. So Julius won. Did Julius just win? I'm seeing Niffer tell Julius to send Pops his address. Julius, you have to be in the United States. That's okay, Niff. You don't have to be sorry. That's just, it's tough. It's tough. We're trying to take care of everybody. I want everybody to take care of everybody. Okay? Julius, are you in the United States? And if you are, Julius Stacks, are you in the United States? Just real quick. I know we have a lag here. Julius. Good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. What you'll want to do is go to the DetroitMushLab.net. Scroll to the bottom. There's a contact for me. Contact me at that email. Send me your address. Please do it today, and this will get mailed off to you. Okay? Thank you, Julius. Thank you for being here, all the new people that are playing. Keep coming back this week and next week and more. We always try to find ways to spread love and excess and goodness. Okay? We're going to talk a little bit about forgiveness today. We're going to talk a little bit about forgiveness. Give me 5 people that are like, yeah, let's discourse on forgiveness. And I'm going to come at it from two. One's a story and another's a practice. And we're taught to forgive. Forgive, but don't forget. And all this other weird stuff about forgiveness. That's what I think. What we're going to find out is forgiveness starts at home. So let's do this. Seeing through another's eyes. Now I have no choice but to see with your eyes. So I am not alone, so you are not alone. There's a story of Gandhi that reveals how profound and daring his sense of compassion was. This is our Gandhi guy. Hunger strike guy. This occurred during one of his famous hunger strikes. A man whose daughter was killed came in anguish, saying to Gandhi that he would stop fighting, he would stop being a warrior if Gandhi would eat. If he would just if you would stop your hunger strike, I'll stop my war. Sounds like kind of a fair deal, doesn't it? Seems like a lot of mystics would say deal. Gandhi knew the healing was deeper than just stopping the violence. And so he told the man, I will only eat when you, the tormented father, embrace the man who killed your daughter. That makes me want to cry. It isn't about the violence. It's about embracing the person that has violence and being able to forgive them. It is said the man collapsed in tears, but he did as Gandhi asked, and the larger conflict ended. There is an enormous thing to ask of someone in grief, of someone who has been violated. But beyond the vast courage needed to incorporate this kind of love into our lives, Gandhi's request revealed the irrefutable wisdom that only when the broken among us, you and me, been broken. It's only when the broken are healed, no matter what they have done, that we all can heal. It's hard to comprehend how this works. Yet the mystery of true forgiveness waits in letting go of our ledgers of injustice and retribution in order to regain the ledgers of our hearts. And so I'm forced to look into my own small life. That little piece of sand and that little sand piece on the beach. And I'm forced, if I believe this, and I do, I have to look into my own small life. Into my own small, all-consuming pains. The things that I haven't forgiven. And ask, who am I? Why can't I forgive the wrongs done me? If I forgive, can I trust more? One more. I'm going to add a little more to that. Love yourself like your life depends on it. Phenomenal exercise book. This book has exercises that you'll go through to, like, we don't realize how little we love ourselves. We don't realize how much disdain we hold ourselves in, and it holds us back. We're not even allowed to say nice things about ourselves. Otherwise, we're thought of as bold and egotistical. Or a weirdo, Mr. Self-Affirmation. We're not allowed. We weren't taught that. We were taught a whole different culture. And it was blame, blame, blame. Don't accept responsibility. And don't admit the truths. Don't let anybody know who you really are. Because you might just scare them off. Have you ever noticed the people you like the most are the ones that are the most authentic? It's the exact opposite. And you can see through the phony baloney like faster than anybody's business. That guy's a phony baloney. What a hypocrite. I just saw him do exactly what he told us not to do. Before you step into your future, you have to release the shackles of your past. We all know this. This is not psychobabble. We know this, but do we do it? Intellectually, maybe, but emotionally? Have you released yourself emotionally? Or is there still a lot you're still guilty for? It's your fault. The minute you tell yourself it's your fault, you're not moving forward. You're still living in the fault stagnation. The proof of your growth is that you don't do it again. Not that you tell yourself, I'm so sorry, I'm faulty, I'm guilty. Just don't do it again. And then you've moved on. That's the practice part. Now you keep doing it. You haven't been practicing very much. Before you step into your future, you must release the shackles of your past. I don't understand why we work so hard to forgive others without forgiving the only person that we have power over. The only person we have power over, ourselves. I'm so willing to forgive you, especially because it makes me look good. But have I forgiven myself? You know how much PTSD is triggered from guilt and shame? Tons of it. A lot of our mental health, guilt and shame and anxiety and depressions. You haven't moved on. You're still calling yourself a fatso loser. Really? The only thing fat is your brain. The only thing loser is your ass because you're losing muscle sitting on the couch. Nobody's a fatso. Nobody's a loser, except if they say they are. You can't call me something I'm not. You can't. You could say words, but they bounce off my Teflon. I've forgiven myself for all that hypocritical crap. I have. I have forgiven myself to the degree I now tell people about it. I'm not even ashamed of it anymore. I found out it could help people. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the freedom in that? All that stuff that you were guilty and shameful for? There's someone out there that needs to hear it. There's someone out there that wants to be shared with. I don't understand why we work so hard to forgive ourselves or others without forgiving the only person we have power over, and that's ourselves. All freedom starts within. Even if you want to forgive others, you have to forgive yourself first. It's the only way you can live free. And this is real, guys. You're carrying it around now. Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, this is intellectually, yep, clicking. Is it emotionally? There's stuff you got to get rid of. And the way you get rid of it is by forgiving yourself. There's so much stuff that happened, so many different programs. If the butterfly hadn't crossed the street 3 years ago, and a robin egg fell out of a tree, maybe none of that would have happened. Forgive yourself. Who even cares anymore what happened yesterday? All that matters is that you're impeccable today. That you start your patterns of impeccability now. As you become more impeccable, you look back and go, I appreciate that I was a dirty scoundrel. I wouldn't know the difference if I'm clean now. Now you don't have anything to forgive anymore. You couldn't know the difference if you didn't have scoundrel moments. Decades. At this point in your growth, if you're growing and you're emptying and you're freeing, you're actually embracing that. How do you forgive something that you're like, actually appreciate? You don't even have to. I could never forgive. Then appreciate it. Get it? Well, forgiveness is so hard. Is appreciation? Appreciate those experiences. Appreciate that failure. Appreciate that lost relationship. That'll lead you straight to forgiveness. It took me a while to understand this, but once I applied it, this added a level to loving myself I'd never experienced before. I'm there, I'm getting there, I'm not kidding you. Like some people are like, oh, you're egotistical. It's not my ego anymore. My ego's pretty out of it. My ego was trying to impress everybody. It's pretty out of it now. All I care about is rippling. It's easy, and it's absolutely liberating. Marissa, you have a box here to claim. Would you please send me your address, dear? Thank you, Herbie. Imagine letting go of what you've held against yourself. Imagine letting go the stuff you've held against yourself. You know what it'll lead to? A vow to love yourself more. Good readings this morning. I start yelling, don't I? I get all passionate. I get all carried away. I want us to hear each other. I want us to know the truths. I want us to practice. I want us to practice. Not just individually, but as a group. I want us to be some rare lantern on a mountain. Just lead people to it. And lead them away from places that are violent and painful. Let's do this. I'm going to give away a Pearl Box. Thank you for listening to me this morning, you guys. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Corey D, Michael Allen, Mushmouth, User, and Shane. You guys will not be eligible to win this box. Okay? Corey D, Michael Allen, Mushmouth, User, and Shane. Everybody else here can win. Okay? So we're gonna go with we're gonna do a number 1 through 50. Put one number on your line. Put one number on your line between 1 and 50. And then we're going to spin this. And we'll see who wins. Thanks, Mushy. Put one number on your line. Okay, I'm going to spin it so I know what it is while I watch the numbers scroll by here. Okay? Let me see. I got it. It's right there. Okay. We have the number. Anybody can win, Merciful, if they're in the United States. I can't send it outside of the United States. Give me one number. Mr. Marmars. Mr. Marmars just got it. Mr. Marmars said 9. And by golly, by gosh, it's a 9. Mr. Marmars. Congratulations, Mr. Marmars. We're putting you down as you won a Pearl Box. Shane wanted to know what was in it. I know you do too, Mr. Marr. What's in it? These are the best boxes ever. Starts out with the card that we forgot to give Corey. Always do your best. You do your best when you're enjoying the action or doing it in a way that will not have a negative repercussion on you. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. Not because you're trying to please or trying to judge. Not because you're trying to show a profile to other people. You do your best because you want to. Our tea here, we do the best because we want to. What else is in your box? 4 grams. 4 grams of beautiful fruit. Another 4 grams. 4 grams of beautiful fruit. This stuff's beautiful, Deborah. Inside here is going to be a fortune cookie. A fortune. I feel like stealing the fortune and reading it. And then you're also getting, if you have a horse, a goat, or a reindeer, a female reindeer. If you happen to have a female reindeer that needs to microdose, this is the perfect size for her. Rudolph Arena. These are perfect size of microdose for horses, reindeers, or even a mule. And then we also have this cute little token. Okay? So we're going to be sending this out to Mr. Marmar's when Mr. Marmar sent us his address today at the Detroit Mush Lab. Oop, almost forgot to put your card in there. Corey D, I feel bad. Not real bad. Okay. Here we go, Mr. Marmar's. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, and as appreciative to Deborah for giving us such amazing prizes to be able to give away. We still have another 20 of these to give away. So for the next 20 days or so, you guys are going to be all getting an opportunity to win one of these pearl boxes. So thank you. You guys go have a wonderful day. 10:15 with good timing. We're getting out of here on just about the perfect time. See, we had Julius. All right, so if you guys won today, you know how to get a hold of me. Send me your information. Marissa, send me your information from a few days ago. You guys all go have an amazing, wonderful, fantastic day. Practice being impeccable. The more impeccable you are, the more you get to look at your past and say, thank you. I appreciate everything that I ever did, was, and just was. And wait till you see the new me. Boom! I'm growing spiritually. I'm growing spiritually. I'm being impeccable. I'm learning how not to take things personal, because gosh, that just hurts my soul. I'm not significant enough for things to be about me all the time. I can't make assumptions. I need to have clear communication, make sure that I know what I'm talking about, what they're talking about, that I can meet their needs, that everybody's on the same page. There's no drama then. And then finally, can I just do my best? If I do my best, just today, one day at a time, wait till you see what my 30-day chip's gonna look like. My Be Impeccable 30-day chip. Grab one of those. Have a good day, you guys. Have a good day. When the first time you get your impeccable, you look at yourself, go, I have 30 days now that I've been impeccable. Oh, then you say, I could do it again. I could string another 30 together. Mr. Marmar's Edward E. Grant's Modern Life. Deborah, love you. Badgie, have a great day. Julius, thank you. Satter, Mello, and Joe D's. Danny Singleton, hi, Danny. Herbie, thank you for being here. You're doing a great job. Cobalt, Nippy, that was extremely generous of you. Thank you. Shy, you're the handsome guy. All right. Don't let it be sore. Nerdy Julius and B. Hendricks. Herbie and Beanie Man. Beanie Man, I like that name. Julius, Mushy Mouther. Julius, I hope you keep coming back. Nippy said, Sid Hunter. Carlotta, love her. Carlotta, I'm going to see you in about no time at all. Higgs, love you. See you tomorrow. Single digits. Michael, Shanti, Patterson, Anthony, hi. Satter, Wolf, love me some whiskey. Jesus Christ in Australia. Green tables and Herbie and Mushmouth. You know, I really like saying that, Jesus. Grants and Bud and Nipper and Mr. Marmars and Cleany. And Tree Stump and Mini Matt and Julius and Cosmic Mirror and Shane and RX. There's my guy. Mr. Phillips, Daddy, Pearl, Carlotta, Hair Care, Joshua, Laura, have a divine day. Pilar, you too. JCSSW, my guy. Michael Allen, Charlie Ray Merritt, Tiffany. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Clean Grow. Nipper, Jimmy Max, Mr. Marmars, Crystal Watson. Melissa G, glad to see you here. Corey D. Grant's Modern Life, Vague, hi Vague. Kimberly, have a golden day. Tiff and Summer Wheat, Pops and peace and love and goodness and kindness. Get out of here. See you tomorrow.